Right guys, this is just a video, whether you get it or you don't get it, I don't know. But what I'm doing is, I'm out here, I'm trying to put some cack into it. So, I've got loads of filler we're trying to get rid of. It's all going off, it's all old stuff. It's not going off that bad, but it ain't great. So, the plan is to use it up, right? Now, the trick with using it up is finding one I can actually use. So, what I want to do is, I'm going to do this side. I've done a load in already, you can see. This filler is, I don't know, it's quite old, so I'm going to do a load more in this side and the other side. Because everything I get done is, if you can hear me, everything I do, I think I haven't got to do again. So, it goes on. Yeah, do you know what? Happy frigging days. So, yeah, that's like a, got a bit left. Oh, God, okay. Right, so we're gonna go a bit. We're going a bit like Linton Philly Johnson. Like when, you know when old mate goes, use a P of whatever it is, and yeah, well, I just shot open the leg. Right, yeah, I didn't say that. Sorry. Anyway, I think this fella's been around for a little while, so I have to say that whatever we do with it, I think it's going to have a bit more hardener, because I don't think it's going to go hard otherwise. Now the bits I've mixed have got hard, so if you get it, if you get to see this video, then you'll see that something's already gone hard. Now I'm not moving the camera, so you can just do as you're told. Right, I'm going to put some more into here, right? Right, so because what my plan is, if I put enough in, I can grind it out. But if I don't put enough in, I've got to keep going over it again and again. So at the moment, I've just been doing as much as I could in it, and then I can actually pull it out per se if I want to. That makes sense? And I'm not worried about the gaps, because I can cut the gaps in with the old angle grinder. So at the minute, what we're doing is we're doing this we're sort of doing a massive sort of cackathon to put in the filler that we're going to need to get this whole girl looking rough. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that was just a mistake. I think the person, the idiot, knows what I'm talking about. I'm not really too fussed, guys. Because you know what they say, a dog is for life, not for Christmas. And I've had this thing a good few Christmases, so I'm stuck with it. And one thing's for certain, I ain't really too fussed about what it comes out like. So I'll tell you what, it's got to come out better than it did. You know what I mean? You think about it. See how bad it was, don't you? It was hideous. The old girl was hanging. So we're gonna bring her round. We're gonna get her looking slightly better. And the more crap I put in there, the more I got to take out when I want to try and get it to a uniform surface. But let me just say this, it doesn't matter, because as you've already seen, all I'm trying to get is gaps. All the welding is done, everything's structurally great. Not too fussed about, not actually too fussed about gaps, to be honest. But I am going to try and get sort of something resembling a decent sort of gap on it. And, you know, like the whole idea is to try and get this thing looking good. So it's not, you know, looking good enough anyway. It's never going to be perfect. And listen, I'm not a bodywork, I'm a mechanic, guys. So, you know, filler and me is a bit like, when I said to you, I don't like painting things. Well, can you imagine how much I detest doing this? This isn't my thing. I'm not a filler person. I don't like filler. I don't want to do filler. And do you know what, to be honest, I don't think why I should be doing filler. But I'm doing it because there's no one else. It's only me. And at the end of the day, guys, if I get it done, it looks alright, then you know what? It'll be fine, won't it? And if it doesn't look alright, it'll look a downside bad than it did when we pulled out the shed. I don't know whether you remember that. If you do remember it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get it pretty close. That's all I can do. I get it pretty close, and if I get it close, then it'll be good enough for me. I'm not going to spend a lot of my life trying to straighten out what basically is a very, very, very old E-Type that most people have already told me isn't worth repairing. It's really rough. And of course, these idiots with their aluminium cars haven't noticed how much filler the painter puts into them, because their aluminium cars aren't that straight. It just costs them a lot more money for filler, because they can't use Bob Biggs boy. They've got to use proper, expensive aluminium filler. So, yeah, guys, I'm so happy that you've got your kit cars. I'm so happy your kit cars look really good. And what's really sad about that is I'm glad you're happy your kit cars. Just remember one thing. You can't do this to your car, can you? And you know why? Because your car has cost you a small child. Do you know why? Say is that this one hasn't. I'm on the right side. I'm not buried. I'm not overly worried about how much they cost, because this stuff I already bought years ago. So this is going to be fun. But we are saying to ourselves that we're just going to keep going, keep putting it in, and then when we get the old DA on it, we'll get the 180s on it, and we'll just try and hit the 180s, because Bad Chad says you can do it with the 180, do it 180, 100s, alright, 100s, 180s. Yeah, if Bad Chad says it's good enough, I'm with Bad Chad. He's got damn sight more followers than I have. I'm going to go with Bad. Chad knows what he's talking about. Chad's a bloody genius. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone off now. Yeah. I'm going to point out to you guys that it doesn't really matter. Do you know what matters? Is what it looks like when it's finished. I don't think there'll be a concourse there. I think we've probably all pretty much worked that out for ourselves. Apart from maybe not the less too bright people. The too bright people with too much like time on their hands to make opinions. But hey, if I built a kit car that cost as much as that, I'd be gay. Because I'll tell you what, have to MOT it every year, put on a Q plate at current road tax, what, £650 a year for a Q? God, poor bastard. Feel sorry for everybody, because it's just sad, isn't it? It's just sad that they couldn't leave their original car. Oh, well, because we don't know what their IDs are, do we? So, if we knew what their IDs were, then we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? Because they'd be going, yeah, but it's a genuine car. Well, if it was genuine, it wouldn't be made of aluminium, would it? Because none of them were. So this is made of steel, fiberglass, all steel, all filler, and steel, and fiberglass. So you know what? As I said to you guys, I don't need to give it to us. I'm going to build this thing. I still have got a little bit more welding. I want to get some of this sorted out, get these gaps finished. I got a little bit around the back here to do. I've got some of this around the back, which is really not very nice. And I've got this side still to do. And I've got this B-post to do. And that top of that door there. See that door? See that bloody door? I've got to do this. Got to repair this. And I've also got to repair, I've got to lead those back quarters. But I'm going to lead the back quarters when I got it down and I add this dust. Because I hate dust. So the only reason I'm doing this now is because I can. So you heard it. It runs. We've got the this is the rear quarter trims. Look, see that? See that there? Yeah. For your kit car, you wouldn't have any of this. Because your kit car don't have any trim in it, does it? But this is your rear quarter trim. So it's got a stitch seam around there, runs down to the back, and then it goes round the back. Yeah, like that. See? Now, fortunately, my daughter's actually she's having a go. She hasn't got any trimming experience, but I'll tell you what she's done up to now is actually bloody brilliant. So we're gonna let her do it, and if it works, then brilliant. If it doesn't, what have we lost? Nothing. We ain't lost nothing, guys. So I'm gonna stop you there and say, my boy will say, well, yeah, but you've been moving the camera around talking twat. Well, I have been moving the camera around talking twat, but do you know what, guys? I really don't care because I've been doing it. I've done it. We've had it running. It's getting closer all the time. So tomorrow we're going to get the probably the back bumper on if I can. Just see how bad this is here with the bend is. And I'm going to keep cacking down that side until I run out of filler. So I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. And if you're enjoying watching it, keep watching. If you're not, then what they say, look away, look away.